Jaleel, how are you this
I'm
morning?
good.
Good to hear. Well, listen, I'm talking to you from Toronto. I know that you spent some time here earlier in
Yes.
the summer because we were lucky enough to get this series on Vision TV in August. So I've kind of got to jump ahead, and I've seen your episode, and it is so good. How much fun did you and your mom have making this? Come on, really,
This
spill the beans.
listen, this was a blast. Filming the Parent Trip was a blast for me. Easy money for me, tough money for my mom. But I took her on 3 harrowing adventures. To really push the boundaries of her threshold, what she can stomach, and other than having to really push her in the hot air balloon, she actually showed me more bravery than I thought.
Yeah, okay. So what was your mom's first reaction when you went to her and told her about this? Because if my sons had come to me, I like, we watch all these adventurous shows, Survivor and all these other things. I don't know if I could do it. So I want to know what your mom's first reaction was.
Well, that's the point. She's never been on television before, so that was a bridge to cross right there. She didn't even come to Dancing with the Stars, wouldn't sit in the audience. This was I picked New Mexico. It was easy to get to. That was a good start in misleading her, and then up and away. We got in that hot air balloon, and then we harvested honey in beekeeper suits, and we went off roading on an Indian reservation. It was one thing after the next, and listen, 2 out of 3 she handled like a champ.
Well, good for her. I give her tons of credit. Listen, I give all the moms credit
Yeah,
on this show. There's no question about it. It's
yeah,
pretty extraordinary.
yeah.
But what's also cool about it, Jaleel, is um, aside from all the fun and all the adventures and things that you have, we get to learn a little bit more about your relationship with your
Yeah.
mom. And I can't imagine that doing something like this maybe didn't even make you guys.
Yeah, I have a very unique relationship with my mom because she ultimately became a manager growing up as a kid, and then you kind of got to cut that umbilical cord, and your relationship becomes something different. So this was really cool to just, it was a way of packing on some memories at a very, I think a unique time in both of our lives because I'm a father now. So it's I approach the whole week differently because we're both parents now, and that was fun too. Even my daughter, she was out there. She didn't participate in the adventures, but in the background, she was part of the entire week, and that was fun too.
Yeah, I can just imagine. And your mom, like I say, very special relationship. Like we do find out more about what, basically what you just said, a little bit more in depth about your relationship. But that's extraordinary that your mom, you started to act when you were about 3 years old and she took on the manager role. And sometimes that kind of stuff can go really off the
Oh
rails,
yeah.
but clearly it didn't with you and your mom because she really raised you right. You've grown into such an amazing young man. What's the best piece of advice, the best thing that she did to steer you in that right direction?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't. My mom didn't give me too much advice. She just ruled our house with an iron fist. She just ruled our house. There was my curfew matched my shoe size for a long time, man. Like I just, my mom, she had a unique style of mothering, and at times you could almost call it smothering, but we got past that. She came to realize that she had instilled certain values in me, and those values took over when they needed to at the most important times. And
Well, clearly, Jaleel, because let's face it, we can't ignore Family Matters. It's a huge show
yeah,
here in Canada, all over the world, for goodness
yeah,
sake. And Erkel was just he was an icon, pop culture icon. You'll never live that character down, but in a good way because you handled everything so
thank
well.
you.
And so I'm wondering now that you're a dad, what kind of, if you look back and if your daughter comes to you and says, I want to be an
Ooh.
actor, what will you take from what you learned from your mom and instill into your daughter?
My daughter doesn't do anything on cue. My daughter doesn't do anything. I'm like, we need to get past that first. I don't, I never say never. I'm certainly not in a hurry to put her in the business at all. Different generation, different times, but she'll find her way. And she's 10 years old. So right now we're dealing with basketball and beach volleyball for this fall. That's where our focus is, and keeping up those math grades.
Yeah. Yeah, you also just mentioned just before Dancing with the Stars, which was also probably a really fun experience. To me that just looks like one of the hardest things that a celebrity can do, especially
Woo!
when they're not used to dancing. And the new season just
Yeah.
started. Any tips for anybody? Are you rooting for anybody this season?
Man, listen. I mean, I want to see Ray Lewis do great. I mean, I've known Ray for years. I want to see a lot of people do well. I want to see Kel Mitchell do well. You got to look out for the middle of the Packers. Those Sailor Brinkleys who come in because mom hurt her arm. You got to look out for those people.
Exactly, exactly. Well, listen. Best of luck with Parent Trip. It really is so much fun. I can't wait for the rest of North America to get a chance to see
Thank
this.
you.
And what's coming up next for you? What else are we going to see? Are you going to be doing some more
Yep.
acting? Anything coming up in the
Next
pike?
for me is a Netflix show called The Big Show Show, and it's starring a WWE legend, The Big Show, and I'm his best friend and the owner of his gym, and it's actually a character that I've kind of created. So I'm enjoying that too, and it's multicam. It's a family show for everybody, and you should look for that on Netflix next year, The Big Show Show.
Okay, can't wait. Well, right now everybody can enjoy you on the Parent Trip. Kudos to your mom. I wish I could give her a big fat hug, but you know what? Good for her for going through this with you. And best of luck with everything. And come visit us back in Toronto again. You're
Oh,
always
for
welcome.
sure. Hey, listen, I'm still a Raptors fan. I'm not jumping off that train.
Good. Me neither. Me neither. They're going all the way again for
Calm
sure.
down. Calm down.
Okay. Thanks, Jaleel. Have a great
All
day.
right.